What I've seen from this team, it's not just about like one player.
8.4 assists, 6 rebounds.
That's crazy.
But
That's crazy.
5.6
Those are
turnovers
hell of
too.
a number.
Those are hell of a numbers.
But to me, that's not
Period.
dominating.
Because if she's putting up numbers like Asia right now, would she be dominating?
Yes.
So it's about the number.
Is Sheryl Swoopes out of line for downplaying Caitlin Clark's dominance? That's the hot debate among Wnba fans. If you saw her on Arena *, you know exactly why. Swoops, a 3-time MVP and 4-time champ, threw major shade at Clark's record-breaking rookie season. Despite Clark's incredible stats and her team's turnaround, Swoops sparked controversy with one bold statement. Caitlin Clark isn't dominating now, and fans aren't letting it slide.
If we say her stats are today, what?
20 points, 8.4 assists, 6 rebounds.
That's crazy.
But
That's crazy. Is that
5.6
Those are
turnovers
hell of
too.
a number.
Those are hell of a numbers.
But to me, that's not
Period.
dominating.
Yeah, it's named because she's a rookie.
Now, if
She's putting up numbers like Asia right now, would she be dominating?
yes.
So it's about the number. Don't look at the dominating factor being numbers. It's what you're doing on the floor. And those numbers would change if the factors on the floor changes. If you make that layup, the stats change. If you swing, I get a layup, stats change. These are factors on the floor that we don't get to see because we're glorifying the stat when we talk about dominating. And you look at the passing, like, that's an obvious thing. But if you watch the game, you're like, that person should have had 42. That person should have had 22 assists. But I watched the game. Most people only looking at the highlights.
Yeah, I don't.
Especially for Caitlin. Like when you really watch Caitlin play, you're like, damn, man, she could have had this, she could have had that, she could have been more aggressive. She's not reading the floor well. She's
Rashard, you can do that for every single player that plays the game.
I know, but I'm doing it for the rookie because she came in with an expectation.
My thing is this.
And Caitlin's not dominating.
Scorer like
what
them.
she's good at.
The player that's dominating is Asia Wilson. I know, but so I'm saying I don't know if there is a guard that's dominating.
Let that sink in. Clark is averaging 19.5 points, 5.7 rebounds, and a league-leading 8.4 assists per game. She shattered the WNBA single-season assist record, clinched the rookie scoring title, became the first rookie to notch a triple-double, and has the most double-doubles by a guard in a single season. Calling her performance phenomenal feels like an understatement. Yet, Swoops isn't ready to crown her as dominant just yet. In the full episode, Swoops digs deeper, acknowledging Clark's growth and even calling her a game-changer, but insists there's another level of dominance Clark hasn't quite reached, at least in her eyes.
What I've seen from this team, it's not just about like one player, but their ability to really gel together, and their chemistry right now is like they look like they've been playing together for years. I didn't think Caitlin or Angel would come into the league and dominate immediately, which I don't think either of them did. No, she dominated in college.
She dominated.
So like the first half of the season, I feel like after the break, I still don't think she's dominating, but she's a different player than she was in the first half of the season. My thing was, no, I didn't think she would come in and dominate. I thought it would take her some time to adjust to being a professional. And to me, I think that's exactly what she's done. And her teammates have, like, they too have taken their game to a whole nother level. I would also say this, Kelsey Mitchell is
right there. That's why I'm asking.
Yeah.
So you got Enrique, you got Kelsey, you got Kennedy.
Probably Enrique.
In a surprising twist, Gilbert Arenas joined Sheryl Swoopes in questioning Caitlin Clark's dominance.
When we're talking about Caitlin, we're talking about when she said dominate. When we're saying dominate, we're thinking what she does in college.
Score the ball.
She's dominated college, right?
No, she dominated in college.
She dominated. So when she says you won't come here and dominate off the rip, averaging 17 is not dominated compared to averaging 30-something for 4 straight years. Like, no rookie is in dominating form, right? When we're saying dominating, you go through history and say, well, Candace Parker dominated her rookie year.
Yeah.
Cap She was great her rookie year. She was better than expected her rookie year. But if you take her rookie year compared to her dominating year, is it?
Can we say this?
But when the word dominating came out, it was basically for me. Is she going to be doing what she does in college as a rookie? No. Is she going to be doing that at some point? Probably. Right? For her skill, Enrique, right? She's she's supposed to average 20. Like, she's dominant.
Here's something sure to stir the pot. Did you catch Sheryl Swoopes on the podcast wearing a Las Vegas Aces jersey? Not just any jersey, though. She was rocking A'ja Wilson's number 22. Now, here's where it gets interesting. Caitlin Clark also wears number 22. Coincidence? I don't think so. Swoopes wearing Wilson's jersey felt like more than just an outfit choice. It came across as a calculated move, a direct shot at Clark. Clark's been lighting up the league as the next big thing. But with Swoopes stepping out in that jersey, the message was clear. She's backing Wilson, not Clark. Was this a power move to remind everyone where she stands? A subtle way of discrediting Clark again? Or is Swoopes drawing a line in the stand, fueling an unspoken rivalry? Whatever the reason, the tension is real, and this saga is far from over. Let's be honest, Swoopes has never been Clark's biggest fan and hasn't been shy about throwing shade at her in interviews and podcasts, making it clear there's no love lost. Next voice. Sheryl Swoopes claimed that Caitlin Clark isn't dominant is not just wrong, it's way off. Calling a rookie averaging, you're a triple-double not dominant is bold. But the stats don't lie. Clark's been rewriting the record books at a blistering pace. She became the fastest player to hit 100 points and 50 assists in just 8 games, and hit 200 points and 50 assists in just 12 games. She's the first rookie to post multiple 20-plus point, 10-plus assist games in a season, and the first player in Wnba and NBA history to record 25-plus points, 10-plus assists, 5-plus rebounds, 5-plus steals, and 5-plus three-pointers in a single game. That's just scratching the surface. Clark has shattered rookie, franchise, and league records while leading the Indiana Fever to their first playoff appearance since 2016. If that's not dominance, what is? She's not just holding her own. She's owning the league. So, for Swoopes to say Clark isn't dominant.
Caitlin, if you're going to break a record, to me, if it's legitimate, you have to break that record in the same amount of time that player set it. Okay. If Kelsey Plum set that record in 4 years, well, Caitlin should have broke that record in 4 years. But because there's a COVID year and then there's another year, you know what I mean? So she's already had an extra year to break that record. That'll go in the record books as Caitlin Clark is the all-time, whatever it is. I don't even know what the number is, but that's the way it'll be. And I don't think it should be. Dang, like he or she's killing them. But you have a 25-year-old playing against a 20-year-old. Like, you should be killing them. Yeah. Clark right now probably takes about 40 shots a game.
Sorry, Sheryl, but the numbers speak louder than opinions. Clark is dominating, and she's only just getting started. Debate boils down to whether Clark is already the most dominant rookie the Wnba has ever seen or if there's another level she can reach. One thing's certain, Caitlin Clark is on fire, and her legacy is already being written. As the season progresses, this debate will only heat up, with Shaq providing advice and encouragement that goes well beyond the game.
To Shaq every day. We FaceTime every day. He checked on me, called me every single day to make sure I was good, and he told me every day, like, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, this too shall pass.
While it's clear Shaquille O'Neal favors Angel Reese, that doesn't mean he doesn't appreciate Caitlin Clark. In fact, Reese even reached out to express her displeasure over his comments. However, before diving into the drama, let's remember that the NBA legend has been vocal about Clark's extraordinary skills and the impact she's making in the game. But what good are those praises if his vote goes to Angel? Perhaps he sometimes wishes Caitlin would avoid controversy or hostility.
What does it mean to have those comparisons?
I actually saw that look, she plays hard, like the way she plays. I love her.
Here's where things get really juicy. Shaquille O'Neal attended a high-stakes match on August 30th between Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark, cheering for Reese while witnessing the growing rivalry between the two rookies. The game not only showcased their fierce competition, but also underscored O'Neal's unwavering loyalty to Reese in the race for Rookie of the Year.
Tonight, an electric crowd here in Wintrust Arena. What does it mean to witness up close the recent explosion of women's basketball?
Well, I love it.
With Shaquille O'Neal sitting courtside, Caitlin Clark put on a dazzling performance that had everyone buzzing. She came out swinging, showcasing an aggressive offensive display that left a lasting impression. You might be wondering if Shaq was secretly rooting for Caitlin during the game.
Between Caitlin Clark and, Andrew Reese, it was, talked about and would have liked to seen that rematch in time. But Caitlin Clark is a special player. She reminds me of a Steph Curry. A lot of times she takes those ill-advised shots that me and Chuck don't like, but they go in. Not only do they go in consistently. And the way she plays the game, she's the true definition.
It's complicated by Shaquille O'Neal's role as president of basketball at Reebok and his ties to Angel Reese, an LSU alum. These connections made it challenging for him to publicly endorse Caitlin Clark.
Handle adversity, how to handle, controversy. And, with a person like her, you don't really want to come and say, do this and do that. I would just come in and, giving her encouraging words, just telling her, to hang in there. Because when you're the best player and you play for...
In an interview with Sports Illustrated Shaquille O'Neal revealed his struggle to choose between Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark. However, everything changed when he watched Clark score a career-high 31 points against Reese's team. After witnessing that remarkable performance, O'Neal's perspective shifted, leading him to express his support for Angel. Here's how he responded.
Last year when they played LSU, but she's phenomenal. I'm going to go on the record and say she's the best female collegiate player ever.
Ever? Well, I don't know about you. Have you ever heard of Sheryl Miller?
It's clear that the saying about growing up and treating others based on their unique qualities rings true. Shaq's advice to Angel to persevere was a perfect example of this, as he essentially said, "You started this. Now you have to see it through." He also recognized that Caitlin Clark plays the game the right way. It looks like Caitlin has won over a new fan. Shaq admitted, "I've never spoken about Angel Reese before. She's my girl. But I can honestly say Caitlin Clark is the real deal. It's hard to be upset watching her play. She makes the right passes and smart shots."